David Head, the director of golf here at Trevecca, coaches both the men and the women's team, and you are the start of your 10th full season. And there was part of another one, but you came in like mid-season, really.
Yeah.
But this is the start of your 10th full.
Yeah.
Can you believe that?
No, I can remember sitting right down there on that basketball floor my very first day giving an interview with you.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Absolutely. It's be hard to say all of them. Might be hard to pare it down, but what are some of your best memories over this decade now?
Boy, that's good. I mean, you've obviously got on the golf course memories and some of the successes that we've had, but I think my most important, most cherished memories are the influences and the relationships that I've developed with my players, and the influence, hopefully, that I've been able to be in their life, and that's really what we're here to do is be influences and influence their lives in a positive way and for Jesus, and hopefully we've done that, and I the relationships I've developed has been great.
It's funny you talk about that, but there's kind of some stuff like this is football, but like people talking about Dabo Sweeney and his, whether you agree or disagree with how he's doing things now, people are like talking about, well, he's there to win. Like, yeah, he is there to win, but as a college coach, it's still important to win off the field,
without a doubt,
off the golf course and stuff like that. And those are the important things. Those are actually things you remember,
without a doubt,
even more than the wins. This is your largest roster, I think, for both teams.
Yep.
And with that, you have for the first time a full-time assistant to go along, Andrew Lovejoy, along with Tracy Wilkins, who is a part-time or whatever. You probably work full-time hours, but talk about that difference as you go into technically year 11.
Yeah, it's going to be great. I mean, and Andrew started this past summer, and really he's done a fantastic job. He's really taken the load off of me with a lot of the administrative type work, coaching 2 teams. Men's and women's golf, there's administrative work for each team, and it's a lot, and so Andrew's been great about stepping in and just really willing to do anything I ask him to do, and he's been great. So it just makes me a little bit able to focus more on the golf side of things, and which is where, as a coach, we all want to be thinking about our sport, and we want to be doing that type of stuff as opposed to doing the administrative stuff. So, but Andrew's going to be great. He played college golf himself, and he's got some experience, and so far the student athletes are loving having him as part of the team, and he's going to do a great job. And of course, Tracy, they all love him. He's the grandfather figure, and
he was the star of Media Day.
Well, I know he was. He's a star of everything he does, which is great. He's funny. He's a good guy. And then of course Jody is my GA. She's gonna do a great job as well. And she's got that relationship already with the players on the women's side, just because she was a teammate of most of them. But she's going to be the big sister role. So we got big sister, big brother, and grandfather, and I guess that makes me the father figure.
All right, that works out pretty good. The indoor facility, just real quickly, talk about how it has impacted your program.
Yeah, it was a game changer really for us. I mean, just with the recruiting nowadays, most of the top schools out there have facilities like that, and so if we want to be considered in that upper echelon, then we needed to have a facility, and donors stepped up and helped us accomplish that, and so it's been great, not only for recruiting but also for the development of the current players, and we spend some time out there, and obviously we're always going to want to go to the golf course as much as we possibly can, but it's a wonderful facility for the student athletes to be able to use on their own time in between classes. We do have team practices out there on an occasional basis, but it's really been awesome and beneficial and fun, a fun toy to have, that's for sure.
Yeah. Talk about each team, just a little capsule going into this year.
Yeah, the men's team, again, 13 players this year. That's the largest roster we've ever had. You got some international players this year, got some transfers that came in, I got some freshmen, some new faces, so we're excited. We're, I think, a deeper team than we've ever been, talent-wise. And qualifying is what's going on right now, and it is a dogfight. I'm loving watching every minute of it because I've got, all of them are wanting their spot on the travel team, but only 5 of the 13 are going to get to travel the first week. So that's fun to watch. And then on the women's side too, they're duking it out as well. They're going through qualifying, trying to see who the 5 are of the 9 that I have on the women's side. And they're a lot of talent, a lot of talent. Hopefully we can bring it out and compete. We're looking forward to being in the Gulf South and competing against some really good teams, and we'll see how we do. We're going to do our best.
All right.
I'll tell you that.
He's David Head, the director of golf, coaches both the men and the women, and we're glad to have him. You can get more about Trevecca Golf at tnutrojans.com.